shifted sleep cycle and advanced sleep phase. As we grow older, our body's circadian rhythm, often referred to as the body's internal clock, naturally shifts. This shift can be a significant factor in why many older adults wake up at 3 a.m. A phenomenon known as advanced sleep phase occurs, where older adults experience an earlier sleep-wake cycle. Essentially, your body starts to feel sleepy much earlier in the evening, and as a result, it wakes up earlier as well. For many younger individuals, their sleep cycles align with the typical schedule of going to bed late at night and waking up in the morning. But as we age, the natural rhythm of our sleep cycle starts to shift. The sleep window, the amount of time you sleep, becomes shorter, and your body begins to fall asleep earlier in the evening, often without intending to. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, unable to drift back to sleep? It can be incredibly frustrating. The quiet darkness surrounding you seems endless as your mind races, wondering why you're awake and why you can't fall back asleep. It's a common struggle among many older adults, yet it often goes unexplained. But what if you knew this phenomenon is more common than you think? What if there's a natural biological reason for those early morning wake-ups? In this article, we'll explore the 5 main reasons why so many older adults find themselves awake at 3 a.m., and we'll help you understand how these changes in your sleep cycle aren't something to be alarmed about, but rather an inevitable part of the aging process. By the end of this piece, you might see your sleep in a whole new light. These are not just surface-level explanations. They're rooted in real physiological changes, psychological shifts, and the rhythms of aging that most people aren't even aware of. We'll discuss how your body's hormones, sleep patterns, health challenges, and emotional state can all influence your ability to rest through the night. And we'll do so with respect, empathy, and actionable advice that will empower you to understand and address these natural changes. Let's dive into why your body might be waking you up at 3 a.m. and what you can do about it. Decreased melatonin production. One of the most common reasons older adults wake up at 3 a.m. is the natural decline in melatonin production. Melatonin is a hormone that plays a crucial role in regulating our sleep-wake cycle, often referred to as the body's internal clock. It helps us fall asleep at night and stay asleep through the night, promoting a restful and uninterrupted sleep cycle. When we are younger, our body produces a steady and ample amount of melatonin each night, allowing us to enjoy long stretches of deep, restorative sleep. However, as we age, melatonin production naturally decreases. This reduction in melatonin can have a significant impact on how well we sleep, especially in the later hours of the night. You might find that even though you still fall asleep relatively easily, somewhere between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., your melatonin levels drop too low to keep you in a deep, restful sleep. This could explain why you wake up, not because of any external noise or dream, but because your body simply can't stay asleep due to a lack of melatonin. Take, for instance, George, a 70-year-old retiree from Santa Monica, California. For years, he was known for being a solid sleeper. But in recent months, George found himself wide awake at exactly 3 a.m. with no apparent reason. He wasn't stressed, nor was he experiencing any pain. His mind just seemed alert in the middle of the night. After speaking with his doctor, he learned that his melatonin production had decreased with age, which is a common phenomenon. Once George understood this natural shift, he felt more at peace and started making adjustments in his nightly routine. He began dimming the lights in his bedroom an hour before bed, avoiding screen time, and even taking short walks after dinner to signal to his body that it was. Why you may find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., feeling as though you've already had a full night's rest, even though it's still dark outside. This shift in the circadian rhythm can be frustrating for those who feel like they're not getting enough sleep, but it's important to understand that this change is completely natural. The body's internal clock has simply been reset, shifting forward by a few hours as we age. Think of it like a clock that gradually ticks ahead over time, adjusting its internal rhythm with each passing season. Let's look at Sally, a 69-year-old woman from Denver, Colorado, who recently retired. Sally used to be a night owl, staying up late and sleeping in on weekends. But since retiring, she noticed that she was falling asleep around 8:30 p.m. and waking up by 3 a.m. every single morning. Sally initially thought it was insomnia, but after learning about advanced sleep phase, she realized that her sleep pattern was simply realigning to an earlier schedule. Once Sally understood that this shift was a natural change and not a problem, she felt a sense of relief. Sally started adjusting her routine to stay awake a little longer, reading books under dim lighting after dinner, and engaging in some light conversation with her family before bed. These subtle adjustments to her routine allowed her body to shift to a more comfortable sleep schedule, where she now wakes up closer to 5 or 6 Gauss a.m. instead of 3 Gauss a.m. This biological shift might seem inconvenient at first, especially if your lifestyle, family routines, or personal preferences don't align with the new rhythm. But understanding advanced sleep phase and recognizing that it's not a sign of a problem can help you feel more at ease with your sleep. By gradually adjusting your evening routine, you can help your body adapt to this new rhythm in a way that works better for you. The key takeaway here is that your body might simply be on a new sleep schedule that reflects your natural circadian rhythm. With a little understanding and some minor lifestyle changes, you can help ease the transition to this new sleep pattern and enjoy better quality rest. Physical discomfort and health-related interruptions. As we age, our bodies inevitably undergo changes that can affect our sleep quality. One of the most common reasons older adults wake up around 3 a.m. is due to physical discomfort or health-related interruptions. These issues may not always be immediately noticeable during the day, but as the night stretches on, subtle discomforts can become significant enough to disrupt sleep. Conditions like arthritis, muscle cramps, or even the need to use the bathroom can all contribute to early wake-ups. Arthritis and joint pain. Many older adults experience arthritis or other joint problems that cause pain and discomfort when lying down for long periods. For instance, Thomas, a 74-year-old man from Portland, Oregon, had always been able to sleep soundly until he started experiencing increasing joint pain in his knees. He would fall asleep just fine, but by 3 a.m., the pain in his joints would become unbearable, waking him up from a deep sleep. It wasn't loud enough to be painful during the day, but the quiet stillness of the night made the discomfort much more pronounced. Nighttime bathroom trips. Another frequent cause of waking up at 3 a.m. is the need to urinate. As we age, the bladder loses some of its elasticity and can fill more quickly, prompting the urge to urinate more frequently. This is especially true during the night when your body naturally transitions into lighter sleep stages. For example, Barbara, a 68-year-old woman from Miami, Florida, found herself waking up at 3 a.m. every night to use the bathroom. While she wasn't waking up due to pain or discomfort, the frequent urge to urinate was enough to disrupt her sleep. After discussing it with her doctor, Barbara realized this was a normal part of aging, and with some lifestyle adjustments, she learned how to manage it better. Medication. Side effects. Another often overlooked cause of disrupted sleep in older adults is the side effects of medications. Many older individuals take medications to manage chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or pain management. These medications can cause side effects like increased sensitivity to light, temperature changes, or frequent urination. David, a 72-year-old man from Boston, had been on blood pressure medication for several years. He had no issues with his sleep until he started waking up at 3 a.m. most nights. After speaking with his doctor, he discovered that one of the side effects of his medication was frequent urination during the night, leading to early wake-ups. With his doctor's help, he adjusted the timing of his medication and found relief. Managing physical discomfort. The key to addressing physical discomfort and health-related interruptions is to first identify the root cause. If joint pain is the issue, using a supportive mattress or adding more pillows for comfort might help alleviate the pressure. For those experiencing frequent nighttime bathroom trips, cutting back on liquids in the evening or using a bedside commode can make a big difference. For medication-related sleep disruptions, consulting with a healthcare provider to adjust the timing or dosage may be an effective solution. By understanding that physical discomfort is a common part of aging, you can take proactive steps to mitigate its impact on your sleep. Managing these discomforts, along with small adjustments in your daily habits, can lead to more peaceful and uninterrupted sleep, even in the later stages of life. Emotional and psychological restlessness. As we get older, the challenges we face are not just physical, but emotional and psychological as well. One of the often overlooked reasons older adults wake up at 3 a.m. is emotional and psychological restlessness. In the quiet of the night, when everything is still and there are fewer distractions, the mind can become more active, reflecting on memories, unresolved thoughts, or subtle anxieties that may not have been fully acknowledged during the busy hours of the day. The quiet hours of the night. The stillness of the night can often amplify feelings of loneliness, sadness, or worry. For many older adults, the daytime is filled with activity, whether it's work, social engagements, or family time. But at night, when the world is quiet, there's space for emotions to surface. This may lead to waking up around 3 a.m., not because of any physical discomfort, but because your mind is processing emotions that have been suppressed during the day. Take, for example, Nancy, a 78-year-old woman from Nashville, Tennessee. Nancy had been widowed for several years, and while she had adapted to her new life, she found herself waking up consistently at 3 a.m. The quiet hours of the night brought back memories of her late husband and other unresolved emotions. Initially, Nancy thought there was something wrong with her sleep. But after talking to her therapist, she realized that her early wake-ups were linked to these emotional stirrings. She found that simply acknowledging these feelings instead of pushing them away helped her ease the psychological unrest, loneliness, and isolation. For many older adults, loneliness becomes more pronounced as social circles shrink. Children may move away, friends become busier, or health issues prevent individuals from participating in social activities. This sense of isolation often becomes more evident at night, leading to feelings of longing or a desire for connection. For William, a 72-year-old retiree from Seattle, Washington, loneliness was a significant issue. His friends had all moved to different parts of the country, and his children were often too busy to visit. At night, the stillness of the house became overwhelming, and he found himself awake at 3 a.m., wondering about his life choices, missed connections, and what the future would hold. Finding solutions and peace, the first step in addressing emotional and psychological restlessness, is to understand that it's a natural part of aging. The mind becomes more reflective, often revisiting memories, relationships, and life experiences. While it can be uncomfortable, it's not something to fear. In fact, understanding the underlying emotional triggers can help reduce anxiety and improve sleep. For Martha, a 70-year-old woman from Chicago, journaling became a powerful tool for managing her emotions. Whenever she woke up at 3 a.m. with racing thoughts, she would write down her feelings in a journal. This simple act of expression helped her release pent-up emotions and return to sleep more peacefully. Some other effective strategies include practicing mindfulness, engaging in gentle evening rituals like listening to soothing music, or speaking with a therapist about unresolved emotional issues. The power of emotional awareness. It's also important to remember that emotional and psychological restlessness can be a sign of something deeper, a chance to reflect on your life, understand your emotions, and create space for healing. If you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. feeling restless or uneasy, instead of trying to suppress these feelings, consider approaching them with compassion. What does your mind need to express? What part of your life deserves more attention? Love or closure? In the long run, acknowledging your emotions rather than fighting them can lead to a deeper understanding of yourself and your emotional needs. While this may not immediately solve your sleep issues, it can help you make peace with the feelings that arise during those quiet hours, allowing you to return to sleep with a sense of comfort and clarity. As we reach the end of this exploration into the reasons behind waking up at 3 a.m., we hope you have gained a deeper understanding of what might be causing these early morning disruptions in your sleep. Aging can bring about many changes in our bodies, and our sleep patterns are no exception. It's important to remember that waking up in the middle of the night is not an indication that something is wrong or that your body is failing you. It's simply a natural part of the aging process. We've discussed 5 key factors that can contribute to these early morning wake-ups. Decreased melatonin production. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating our sleep-wake cycle. Shifted sleep cycle and advanced sleep phase. The body's internal clock may shift as we age, causing us to feel sleepy earlier and wake up earlier. Physical discomfort and health-related interruptions. Conditions like arthritis, muscle pain, and the need to use the bathroom can disrupt sleep during the night. Emotional and psychological restlessness, loneliness, anxiety, and unresolved emotions can become more pronounced in the quiet of the night. Lifestyle and daily habits. How our daily routines, including eating habits and activity levels, can influence our sleep cycles. While these changes can be frustrating at times, understanding them allows us to approach them with more compassion and patience. It's essential to be proactive and make small adjustments in our routines, such as improving sleep environments, establishing a more consistent sleep schedule, and addressing health or emotional concerns with the support of professionals. If you're someone who has been waking up around 3 a.m., take comfort in knowing that you are not alone. Many others experience similar disruptions, and with the right understanding and strategies, you can make these wake-ups more manageable and even improve your overall sleep quality. The journey through aging is unique for each person, and while these changes might feel challenging at times, they also bring new opportunities for growth, self-reflection, and self-care. Your body and mind are constantly evolving, and it's essential to take care of yourself during these transitions. We hope this article has offered some insights and solutions that you can apply to your own life. If you have any personal experiences, tips, or questions, we encourage you to share them in the comments below. By opening up these conversations, we can all learn and grow together. Thank you for reading, and we look forward to providing more helpful content in the future. Sleep well and take care of yourself. You're doing great.